Hi guys, my name's Karen and today I thought I'd bring some unboxings for us from DAC. Now I've got 3 to show you. All of them are from the Christmas drop that DAC did for us last week. Now DAC dropped 30 Christmas kits on us last week, so I've managed to grab hold of the 3. So I'm going to go through them today and hopefully you guys will enjoy. Let's start off with this one. You can see by the pink it is a round kit, and this one is Christmas Drink by Mrs. Butter D. Now she's a 20 inch by 28 inch or 50.6 by 70.7, so she's a good size. And she's around, you can tell a bit further down by the round shape there, and the fact that she's a pink box as well. It may be a bit dark and dreary in here, unfortunately. I am having to go by house lights as opposed to natural daylight. It is now like 6 o'clock in the evening. So, and isn't she cute? Nice hot chocolate and wrapped up really warm. There are little antlers on. Now you got your full, view. There we go. Here's the details. Where are you? There you go. It's a bit of an angle, unfortunately. Where are you? There you are. Got all your details there. So you've got 47 colours. That's including Aurora Borealis, your AB draws, and 4 fairy dust. Right there. Okay, you also got details on the bottom as well. So if you stack them up like I do, you got your picture on the bottom, so it makes it a bit easier to see what you've got. I tend to stack mine up like 10, 12 high on the floor. That's the only way I can do it. So it's just a nice decent size, so let's get into this. Now because I've got 3 kits, I'm only going to show the toolkit the once, so not to bore you to tears. Because you won't really want me to go through all that again. So what you'll get, you see you've got the toolkit on the top there, which we'll go through in a sec. You got your canvas in your protective dust bag. She does. Found it underneath. Get a little thank you for purchase pamphlet, which will show all your details and all your colours. So you just open it up. Helps if I get you into view, doesn't it? If you fold a little bit, do a bit of adjusting, I'm afraid. Excuse all the mess at the top there. And I'm blacking out, there's always a good sign, isn't it? So you've got your little booklet there. It's got your details on it. So Diamond Art Club, Christmas Drink by Mrs. Butter D. Pop that down there for a sec. And then you've got your things. So you've got your tips and tricks at the top. You've got your QR codes for your app there, for your iPhone and your Android app. Now, no matter if you're a first time purchaser or you've purchased from Diamond Art Club before, if you purchase through the app for the first time, you'll get 20% off. So that's quite cool. Then you've got kit contents there on that corner. And then you've got a VIP face group there, QR code for the face group there, where you can share your artwork, ask any questions, and most of the time, no, not most of the time, near enough all the time, you'll get answers back from others to help you out, which is quite cool. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking it again. Look again. So, and there, where are you? There you go. So you've got your image again. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. Here we go. A bit blurry, I'm afraid. I believe all of these are stickers. Yeah, so all of these stickers, I think. Yeah, this one's one big sticker. You've got on the back. And you got all the ones at the front there. I believe they're all separate stickers as well, which is quite cool. You can use them to decorate whatever you will. And then you've got your colours right there. So it looks like, yep, you've got two ABs. It looks like they've got these ones at the end. They've just started rolling them out where they've have, oh my God, if I can actually see what I'm doing here. So they've got the ABs at the end of this one, and then you've got your Z, which is your fairy dust. So you got your 4 fairy dust, and some kits, they may still have your ABs at the top here. So they used to have them under 150, but now they've started rolling them out. Well, I'll have them like this at the end. Okay, but these are all peelable as well. So if you label your content, your kit up rather, you can use those to kit up. Make it a little bit easier for some people. I tend to just use it as a little legend, save me having to go up and down on the canvas all the time. Let's give you a quick overview of the toolkit. I am only going to do this the once, saves a bit of time, but you got your new twisty pen there, and that is a 4 place, so it might not be very clear unfortunately because of the light, but you got your cap there. It's already pre-filled with putty, and I think you twist it, you twist it and you should get a little bit of putty at the end there. I haven't actually used these yet, so I need to try them at some point. Yeah, there's quite a few people that do actually really like them, which is quite cool. I get on with them quite well. They also use metal tips with them as well. They've replaced them with metal tips, which is quite cool. So you've got baggies. You probably get about 15 to 20 there. So you won't necessarily have enough to kit up with, but if you keep your drills like I do, then you can always use them to store drills with. And then you got a nice big boat with a lid and a stopper. Okay, it would help if that's the right way up, wouldn't it? That's the right way. You got a nice thick, which help if they even view as well, huh? These are also stackable, so if you're a person who likes using their trays, multiple trays, when you're doing your diamond painting, then these can easily stack up. And you've got your lids on as well, so if you've got tiny hands, tiny paws, make it a little bit easier. You also get some more of DAC's own putty. You also get a plate of wax if you're not a massive fan of putty. You also get, I can get them out, single placer and a 7 placer as well. It's quite cool, they're all quite nicely stuck in there. So pop them in there, out of the way, these away, put this out of the way. Right, and now we come to our kit. Now, yes, there it is. You also get trading cards. They've started rolling these out. You might not necessarily get them with all the kits, but I believe the majority of the kits will now have them. So this one is a bronze. You can tell by the patterning on the back. It is a bit difficult to tell with the bronze and the gold, but it's always got the slightly different design on the front and on the back. And then you got a scratch off code there, so when you got a QR code there that will take you to where you can redeem them. as well. From my understanding, you have to get a certain amount of codes and you get certain levels on gift cards, and then if you get enough as well, you can get a custom as well, which is a $400 value, I believe, from what I've heard. So don't scratch them all off until you get enough to do what you need to do with them, get things. But you can get bronze, which is the most common, silver, gold, and the most rare one is the black one. I know I've only seen 1 or 2 people show black card before because they are the rarest ones. Me at the minute, most of mine have been bronze and I've got a couple of silvers. So you never know. Let's get into this. Pop that up there. And get these drawers out. There we go. So quite a few sort of browns. There we go, it's a bit better. You can see there, look. May just be able to see it. Can't, I'm sorry. I'm not going to get these all out because I'll never get them back in the bag the way I want them to, and my OCD will flip out if I do. And they won't end up all perfect like that, and it'll, yeah, it won't work for me. So that is an AB. You can see it stands for Aurora Borealis, and you can see it gives off different light, different shimmer to them. The Fairy Dust is like a mica powder on top of the drills, but they are encased in the drills, so they won't come off onto your drills hands anywhere. So if you're not a fan of massive fan of glitter, then you don't have to worry too much. But the AC's canvas, as you can see, it is patented canvas, I believe, called tarpaulin. It should normally flattens out quite well. Oops, but I'm going to roll it back. So you can see, roll it back now. This is poured glue, so you can do this with canvas and it won't affect it in any way. Whatever you do, do not do this with double-sided adhesive because it will mess up your canvas. But it also has, if you can see it, just about dotted and scalloped edge, so it won't fray. And then this one doesn't have the, it has the perforated film. Might be a bit difficult to see. You can just about see it there. This one does have the perforated film. I have to excuse the banging going on. There is fireworks going on around for some bizarre reason. They're a week early for some bizarre reason, so if I do have fireworks, you have to bear with the bangs outside, I'm afraid. But this one does not have the dye on the perforated lines. Some of the canvases will have pink lines, I suppose, to determine where you can see them a bit better. Okay, make sure she's the right way up. You got her, just about got her. There she is. Nice sort of autumn tones. May have to move you onto the floor so you can get a better view in it. There she is. Move you up a touch. You can see the bottom. So down at the bottom here, you got your thumbnail, pasting area. You got all your details there. So the name of the kit, your dimensions, name of the artist, and it's copyrighted. So Mrs. Butter D will get compensated for this. She'll get some financial compensation for this because she is legally licensed with the AC. DAC always legally license their artists. So Mrs. Butter D will get compensated for the use of this image. She did give it out for permission. Isn't she cute? Nice decent size as well. She's not overly big. I'll try and get her flattened out a bit more, so just give me a sec. Okay, she is. Unfortunately, I do have the overhead light on, unfortunately, so she does have A lot of glare on her, unfortunately. Might be able to. There she is, look. Excuse the mess in the background, any mess that you may see. Household stuff all over the floor. There you go. So I'll pause you and I'll come back up to the table and we can see where these special drawers go. Be back in a minute. And we're back. So as always, the AC have a legend. Top left, lower right. And as you can see, a bit up close, personal. The symbols are always crystal clear with DAC. May look a bit fuzzy on the camera unfortunately because of the light, but they are always crystal clear. Most of the time you probably won't need a light pad with them. Some people do. I tend to because I'm not close to the window, so I don't get a lot of natural light where I sit. But I'll show you. Right, there we go. So, there you are. So always find your special drawers at the bottom. So we're going to be looking for a fishbone, a wand, a $sign, a little N, a down arrow, and an upwards directional arrow for our ABs. You're going to have to bear with me, I'm afraid. It may get my head stuck in, so unfortunately you may see the top of my head. So I do apologise for that. The AB 350 is going to be the fishbone. So let me see if we can find fishbone. Yeah, we've got some fishbones in ellipse there. Excuse my head, I'm afraid. Can't see many more in the way of fishbones. They might not have a lot of that colour. I think the colour that we saw AB wise is probably the 666. Oh no, fishbone is all, yeah, it's part of her shawl. I'm sorry if my head got in the way there. It is part of her shawl, so that may well be the colour that we saw, the AB colour. It's all part of her shawl there, in there. It's going to sparkle like anything. AB 954, which is the green, like a minty green. Don't see much of that colour, so I can see it in her eyes. It looks like it's the only bit I can see, so there's possibly a tiny about there in her eyes, or in one eye there rather. And the fairy dust, so the $sign is like a browny grey colour, and there's a bit where her hand is holding onto a mug, so it looks like it's her nails. And then I don't see much of that either, to be honest. There's not a massive amount of that one by the look of it either. So I said this one's more of a autumn colour, so there's a lot of browns, a lot of peaches, a lot of reds. And we've got a little N, which is 666. So I'm sorry, you're going to probably see the top of my head again, I'm afraid. So you get that in the candy cane there. And it looks like you get it in her hair bow as well. So the red bits in the hair bow, really quite cool. Then we've got 3856, which is like a peach yellow, I suppose you can say, and that's the down arrow, which is going to be in these baubles at the top. So you got a bauble there, and you got one up here as well. So it looks like they're in small areas of this canvas. And then 47, so the last fairy dust is the white fairy dust, 3865. So you got it in the candy cane again. A little tiny bit in her eyes. You got it up in the snowflakes up at the top here as well. So although then a little bit over here and behind her on a coat as well. Oh, and looks like she's got in her earring as well. A big earring she's got in her ear. Okay, so it's only in a select bit of this one because she's more of an earthy sort of tones girl, as I said. Lots of browns, lots of reds, lots of peach colours. So if you give me a minute, I will pop this one away and I'll bring out the next one. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, here's our next one. It is also a round, similar size to the one we've just had. And this one is Home for Christmas by Randall Spangler. This is actually a perfect square, so 55.6 by 55.6, and that's just shifted in the box. But look how cute. Look how cute that little dragon is, snuggled up under the tree with a couple of cookies. So again, this is a round one. And all your dimensions are there. As I said, I'm not going to go through the toolkit with this one again. I don't want to bore you to tears by showing it. They're all exactly the same. So I won't bore you to tears with them. That's one side. You get your toolkit again. There. You get your labels again. All the details will be exactly the same on the back of this little envelope. And you have your canvas. So we'll just quickly go through the colours. So there, maybe a bit fuzzy I'm afraid. There is the cute little image. Your cute little dragling waiting under the Christmas tree for Santa. This one has a whopping 70 colours. Where they've got 70 colours in this is going to be beyond me. And as you can see, this one, it looks like it's got the ABs up at the top. So the 120 is how they used to do the ABs. They're still in the process of merging them all into to the back of the pew, if you like. And then there's 3, 5 fairy desks there, like. So this one's going to shimmer like anything, okay? Quickly pop that in the back. Yeah, I'm surprised this was a slightly smaller version of DAC. The DAC, where they've got 70 colours, is beyond me, but it's quite cool. There's your trading card again. Looks like it's another bronze, and unfortunately got light shine on it, so it's not going to be very clear. Cute little dragon, look, keeping his eye open for Santa. Just on one side for a sec, break into this. Now I always keep hold of my dust covers. Some people will get rid of them as soon as they open it up, check all the details and stuff. I tend to keep hold of them just to give them a little bit more protection. I do tend to keep them in the boxes. There we go, look. And there is the AB. So you can see that iridescent coating on the top of the AB. Nice sparkly coating that they have. Can't see off the top any of the fairy dust. You might be able to see it in that green actually. There's a light green there, which I think looks like it's the fairy dust. You may just about see the mica powder on it. It's very, very subtle on it. It's not very easy to see. I think there's a yellow in there somewhere. Possibly that one. You're not even anywhere near it. That one there. I think that one's a as well, but on a lighter colours it is very difficult to tell with the mica powder. They're very subtle colours. Let's roll this one back. It's going to be a little bit easier for me to show you on the table with this one as it is slightly smaller. And this one doesn't have the lines on it, the pink lines on it either. So the pink lines have only just started rolling out. There are some canvases that have been affected in which the paper was put on upside down. The AC are aware of it and they have rectified it. There is your little dragline. I'm sorry for the light glare. So I may have to try to straighten it out a little bit. Normally, this canvas will straighten out on its own. You don't have to roll it out if you don't have to roll it up if you don't want to. It just makes it a little quicker. Just do that. Excuse my head if it's in the way. There we go. It's made a little bit flatter now. There we go. Unfortunately, I do have glare. I won't be able to do it that way. It might be a bit easier. There we go. Look. Cute little dragline and a colourful. He's very colourful duvet. So if I go a bit further up over the top, it might make it a bit easier for you. Not so much of a glare, unfortunately. As I said, it is like 6:30 in the evening now over here in the UK. So unfortunately, we've lost light very quickly now because we've also had our times go back now. So our clocks have gone back last weekend as well, so it's going to get that very quickly, which is going to be a crazy thought. Right, so start off with the AB, a makeshift pointer to make it a little bit easier for you to see without me getting my head in the way. So the 120 is going to be number 1. So you've got a little bit of number 1 in this ribbon up here on this present. It looks like you've got a little bit up on that ball up at the top. Yeah, you can see it up on that ball at the top. And there's a little bit in this bit here as well. It looks like it's part of the pillowcase, the pillow for the little dragline. And then the rest of it looks like it's all in the patchwork of his little duvet, his little blanket. And then with the fairy dusts, we've got 5 of them. So we've got 676, which is a Z, which is like a tannish colour, I suppose. And that looks like it's all in the plate. So we've got little bits of highlights in the plate here at the top of the plate. And in the little draglin's horns. And there's a little bit on the draglin's mouth as well. There's not a lot of this colour. So it's mainly, looks like it's mainly in the plate and on the cookies. And we've got 907, which is the double dot, which is a green. So you've got a slight green on the highlight of Dragon's nose and his eyebrows. You got a little bit in the presents here, present ribbon there, and presents there. See, I'm probably going to be in the way now, aren't I? You got it in the ribbon there, and there, and then you got a big patch of it here, and on here as well. So it's on the duvet as well, the patchwork of the duvet. I'll move it back a little touch. And then you've got 3705, which I think is like a pink, dark pink, which is like a sunrise symbol, I suppose, best way to describe it. And again, it's on the patchwork. So it's around here, the patchwork. And you've got a bit in the ribbon at the top here. You've got little bits of highlighting on a couple of the baubles as well. So we got some. No, I thought you might have had some on the pillowcase, but you don't. Okay, and then we've got 3766, which is a blue, which is like a double wavy line, I suppose. Again, it's going to be where those ABs are, so you're going to have it in the lighter blue on this blanket, and again up by where the ABs are by the look of it. So it's going to be in the blue alongside the ABs. Then the last one, which is 3823, which is like a creamish colour, which is the letter P. So again, it's going to be in the plate, and highlighting bits of the plate. I also got it in the little duvet as well, in the little patches of the duvet. So we're going to be sprinkled throughout this whole thing. It's got a decent amount sprinkled across the whole thing. Seems to be a fair bit in his little duvet cover, his little blanket, which is quite cute. This is Home for Christmas by Randall Spangler. Absolutely adorable. There he is, look. Absolutely adorable. Right, I'll get this one wrapped up, put away, and then I will come back to you with the last one. If you give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back. Hello, and I'm back. And this is my final one that I've got to share with you. It is a square kit. And it's quite a long one. It's called, there you go, got it down in all else. Beach Christmas Tree by Larry Jones. Now Larry Jones is a relatively new artist with DAC. He's not been with DAC for very long. I've got one of his kits already. It's the Sea Shark Christmas that was released last year. So I thought this one was quite cool as well. I know that a couple of people are actually looking for something, excuse those fireworks again, looking for something similar to this. They wanted a beachy scene for Christmas. I know there's a fair few people who have obviously Christmas over in Australia, really warm climate. So I found this quite cool. And it's a 69.9 by a 97.8, so it is quite a tall one. I might not be able to get it all into the frame, so I will have to put it down onto the floor so you can get a better look at it. Oh, I'm sorry, knocking you again. There we go, it's all on the bottom again. And let's work into this one. Get into it. There we go. So this one's going to have quite a bit of detail in that Christmas tree. I think it's going to come out really nice. Let's do, let me put that one out of the way for a sec. You get your toolkit. You got your inky pamphlet. Let's have a look, see what colours we've got in there. This one. So you got, hopefully that's a bit clearer, the image for you. So it's a big one. Nice big long one. And this one only has 65 colours. Which I'm quite surprised about. That Randall Spangler was a lot smaller and it had 5 more colours in it. Which I was quite surprised about, to be fair. Quite surprised it only had 65 colours. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 ABs and 3 fairy dust. So if it all focus, you can see that this one has everything down at the bottom. All down at the bottom. There. Okay. So I think this one will look quite cool, to be honest. It's a bit more unusual, I suppose, because normally when you get your Christmassy scenes, you get your snowfall, all this. You don't see very many of them that have your beach Christmas scenes in them. And then there's your thing, and it looks like it's a silver. Yeah, so we get a nice silver card this time. It's quite cool. You can tell on the back, it's a slightly different patterning on the back. A little bit easier to tell with the silver ones because they're a bit brighter. The bronze and the gold are a little bit more difficult to tell. Unfortunately at the moment I don't have any gold. One of these ones that's got mostly bronze and silver. So let me just get this one away for a sec. And I'll have a look through this. I hope everyone's having a good evening, morning, day. It's not been too bad over here today. It's been not quite pleasant over here today in the UK. Maybe a little titchy bit of trying to rain, but it's not too bad. Look at all those colours, look. A lot of greens in there on the tree. See if we can see any of those. Okay, so that yellow, you might just be able to see it. That yellow is one of the fairy dust. Very difficult to tell with the lighter colours. There is one of the ABs. You get interview and you can see a bit better. That white is one of the ABs. It's a bit difficult to tell from here. That's quite cool. Yeah, there's a lot of different shades of green in there for that tree. Quite cool. Now this definitely won't fit on my table, so I will have to do a quick up and down, and then I will have to put it on the floor just so you can get a bit of view of it. Fortunately, the way my house is set up, it's long and thin, and I've got tables and posts and seating everywhere. So I'll do this. You can see, rolling it back. This one also has the perforated. Does it have the perforated? I don't know if it does. Actually, yes, it does. Just about see it there, look. So you got the perforated. So if you're one that likes to section things off, and section it off. Here we go, look. Nice big Christmas tree, look at that. Look at that tree, that's amazing. I will put this on the floor, don't worry. Nice big tree, all of those seashells on it. If you just give me a minute, I'll pop this out, lay it out on the floor so you'll be able to get a better view. Give me just a tick. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, as I said, we do have the glare because I've got the light directly above it, I'm afraid. So there is a bit of a glare, but if I try and do it this way. Oh, I'm knocking things over my foot. Might make it a little bit easier to see. Try zooming in a bit, might make it a bit easier. Oh, sorry. Fortunately, the light is going to make it a little difficult to see. I'll do it this way. There we go, look. Still got the light in the corner, unfortunately, but get a good glance at that tree and the beach down at the bottom there. Okay, it's more long, it's nearly 100 centimetres, so it is a decent long canvas, but the focal point is that beautiful tree. You can see with all those seashells in. If you give me a sec, or I will jump back right up on the table and we can see where those special drills go. Give me a tick. Okay, and we're back. You can see a bit of up there, I'm afraid. So, okay, so it's going to be a bit long for us. It's going to be a bit difficult to see where all these drills go. So, I will try my best to show you where they are. We've got 4 ABs. So the first one is AB 741, which is like a stop sign. Hazard symbol, I suppose. Stop sign or hazard symbol. And I can see it in the star at the top here. So it's sprinkled throughout the points of the star, which is quite cool. And a minute, shuffle up a little bit. There's a little bit knocking around in this seashell at the bottom here. little bit in that starfish as well. Can you see where I'm going? Yeah, you can see. That's good. So you've got a couple of bits in, small bits of the decorations on the tree as well. The next one we got is AB 954, and that's that light green colour, which is a sideways division. So let's see if I can see it. It's more of it's like a turquoisey green. It looks like it's sprinkled in what looks like the thin tinsel. So you see the light bits here on the tree. Here. Maybe a touch. So it's on the lighter bits of the tree here. Little tinsel bits. Again, it doesn't look like there's a lot there because, as I said, it is mostly greens. Loads of different shades of greens. The next AB we've got is 963, which is a pale pink. And it is a dash sign, so we've got some in this shell at the bottom here. You can't even see, sorry. Shell at the bottom down here. Got some little bauble here. A little bit in the lighter bits of the bauble here as well. So there's little bits knocking around. It's quite cool. Not a lot of that colour by the look of it. Next one we got, the final AB we got is AB 5200, and that is the dot, so the white background and the black dot. So it is also in the tinsel. You can see if they had that light green. Sorry, you can't even see down at the bottom, can you? So you got it all in the tinsel along here. All these white patches you can see is where we're going to get that white AB. So you got a patch there, you got a patch up at the top of the tree here. Sorry, bumped you. So there's it's not going to be very clear, unfortunately, because of the lighting. But you've got it all here, and there's little bits in the sky as well, and surrounding the tree. And then for our Z drills, it's the Z drills. We've got a 666, and it's that unusual sort of four-way symbol. I wasn't really too sure what to call that, to be honest. That symbol there, and that is in some of the red bits of the decorations in the red. So you got it's sprinkled in here. And your starfish there, little starfish there. You've got some in these lighter balls, some of these little red baubles you can see. You've got them all sprinkled around in these tiny, small little red baubles you can see. And then some in this shell here as well. So it's all mainly in the little tiny baubles you can see. And then you've got Z907, which is that green. And it is all this light green that you can see in the bottom. There we go. So it's all in this bit here, all in the light green sort of around here, all in the leafage at the bottom. So it's sort of sprinkled in sort of this bit around here. A bit haphazard this, isn't it? It's all in the lighter bits of the tree, so it's sprinkled all throughout the tree there. And then, let's see, it's all in the leaves. Oops, so it's a bit haphazard, aren't I? See, it's all in the leaves at the top, in the palm tree at the top. Palm tree leaves up there, look. So you get a fair bit of this one. There's going to be a fair bit of that one. And then the last one is 3078, which is an equal sign, and it's like a pale yellow. So you're going to have a lot of it hanging around sort of down the bottom here in the sand. and a fair bit in the lighter patch of the sand down here. And then put it down a bit more. You always see, can't see, can you? Sort of all in here, in the lighter areas of the sand here, and the same on the other side as well. Not so much up at the top. It is in the star at the top as well, so it's sprinkled around in the star at the top as well. So you get a decent amount of, it's mainly in the, like the baubles and stuff and decorations, which is quite cool. So it's sprinkled generously throughout the whole thing. But it is a good, decent sized canvas. You can just about see the main bulk of the tree there. Right, if I get this quickly packed away, and then I'll bring the other 3 back, if you give me just a sec. Okay guys, I'm back. Now, I'm hoping this was okay for you guys, and here's all 3 of our kits back again. So you've got your Beach Christmas Tree by Larry Jones. You got your Christmas Drink by Mrs. Butter D, and you've got Home for Christmas by Randall Spangler. Now, as far as I am aware, I never thought to check, I should have done this really. As far as I'm aware, all 3 of these are still in stock. If they're not, you can easily, if you go scroll down, you'll be able to put your email address in to get notified if they come in stock. As far as I'm aware, they are all still available. I was half expecting this one to go quite quickly, to be honest, because both of these guys are quite popular. This gentleman is still relatively new, but I think he'll do quite well. So I've got one of his Christmas ones from last year. I haven't got around to doing it yet, but it looks really good. So as far as I'm aware, they're available. I'm hoping this video is okay for you guys. I hope I didn't do too badly. I am not normally one who records a lot of videos, so it's still relatively new. So I'm hoping I didn't mess it up too much for you. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you all got what you wanted when it came to all these Christmas canvases. I know there's quite a few people who were spoilt for choice. There were so many canvases coming out. There was 30 overall, as I said in the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys be. I hope you like this video, and I'll hopefully see you soon, possibly. Bye.